Good morning class, how are you all? So today we are going to discuss about the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. So yes, come on, can anybody give me an example of a solid? Yes, Abhinav, yes. Say, what is the example of a solid? Okay, very nice. Yes, a pencil box, chalk, duster, these all are the example of a solid. Okay, can anyone give me the example of a liquid? Yes, yes, Saurabh. Yes, stand up and say, what is the example of a liquid? Yes, correct. Very good. So the example of a liquid is water. The most common example of a liquid is water. And can anyone give me an example of a gas? Any type of gas that you know? Yes. Yes, you first bench, please stand up and say. Okay, so the example of a gas, yes, very good. Here we have so many different types of gas: oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. That will fill the balloon. That is all gas. Okay, so we have the three states of matter. That is, the first one is a solid. That you can see the example. Ice cube is made. Next is a liquid, in which you have taken the example of a glass of water. And third, we have the gas. From the kettle you can see that the steam is coming out. So solid, liquid and gas. So you must be wondering, what is the difference between these two from in terms of molecules. So molecules are small particles that constitute the matter is something. What do you mean by matter? Can anyone say what do you mean by matter? Yes, last bench, can you say what do you mean by matter? Yes, very good. Matter is something that occupies space and have mass, okay, or has weight. Anything that occupies space and has mass is called a matter. Like for example, water is a matter. Then air is also matter because air occupies space. Then solid, the scale, the duster that you can see around in your classroom. These all are containing mass and occupy space. So that's why it is called a matter. And matter exists in three states: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state, gas. So all these matters are made up of small, tiny particles called molecules. And in different types of matter, the molecules are arranged in a different way. So let us look how they are arranged. So here I have made a model containing the three states of matter. You can see that it is written solid here, liquid and gas. So in solid, this each balls constitute an atom. So how do you see? Each ball constitute a molecule. So you see that all the molecules are very closely packed. There is no space between any of the molecules. The intermolecular space is very less, and the molecules are very tightly packed. No molecule has any space to go anywhere. They are fixed at their own position. That is why the solids are very rigid. They are very strong substances. They do not change their shape. Therefore, the solid have a particular shape and volume because the molecules are very closely packed and the molecules cannot roam about freely. Have you understood that why solids have a fixed shape, definite shape and volume? Because the molecules are very closely packed. They do not have any space to go about, leave their original position and go anywhere. Okay, so that is why they are very rigid. Rigid means fixed, hard substances, and um, have a definite volume. Next is liquid. You can see liquids. The molecules are separated from each other with more distances than a solid. There you can see one molecule is here, another molecule is here, the third molecule is there. Then you can see a lot of space in between. The molecules can roam about freely from one place to another. This molecule can go down, the other molecule can go up. So as a result, the molecules can take the shape of the container. In whichever container you put the liquid will take the shape of that container. Suppose you take a glass of water and pour it in bucket, so it will take the shape of the bucket. But what remains constant is the volume. If you put 1 liter of water from a glass to a bucket, it will remain 1 liter only. The volume does not change. So the um, so what you can say that the shape of the liquid is not fixed. It takes the shape of the container, but the volume of the liquid remains fixed. And the third one is gas. You can see the gas molecules are very far away, separated from each other, and they show random motion. That is, any particle can go anywhere freely without any restriction. It can move about freely. So that is why the gas do not have a particular shape or size or volume. It does not have a particular shape or any volume. It can roam about very freely. And these states of matter can change from one form to another. That is called interconversion of state. If a solid changes into liquid, that is called melting. If a liquid changes into gas, that is called vaporization. If a gas changes into liquid, that is called condensation. And if a liquid changes into solid, that is called freezing. And if a solid directly changes into gas without going through the liquid state, it is called sublimation. This is a very important process. Solid to gas directly without going through the liquid state, it is called sublimation. And the reverse process from gas to solid, it is called reverse sublimation. So that is all about the today's class. You go through this, and I hope you have understood the lesson today. Thank you.